Okay, hi students. So we have talked about APC just now already. Remember APC? A for analyzing the question, P for planning your answer, and C is for checking whether your planning answers the question. Sorry, A includes analyzing and annotating. Okay, so now you know what is it. I will walk through with you the APC process for all the questions so that you will be able to answer the questions better. Okay, like I said, a lot of you, the problem with your topic A1 and 2 is not that you don't understand the content. It is number one, you're not answering the question, and number two, you're not using the content in the right place. Okay, so because it's not that you don't understand, it's just that when you write it out, it doesn't answer the question. Okay, so you doing APC will help you solve this problem. Okay, so let's analyze the question first. Okay, I will skip the figure. I will do this first before we read the figure so that we know what to look out for in the figure. Okay, first let's analyze and annotate the command word. We are asked to use figure 1, reference to figure 1, and then we are asked to explain. Explain means you must tell me what is the process. How does one thing leads to another? Just like if I ask you, can you explain how to take the bus from school to North Point? You will tell me the steps to get to North Point. Like for example, you will tell me go to the front gate, cross the road, wait for bus 812. Okay, so in explaining any processes, there will always be a first step, the next step, and the last step. So when we analyze explain question, we need to look for where is the first and last step in the question. Okay, so the first step is about the media, the question asked me to talk about media. Please annotate on your questions as well. So first step is about media. Let me annotate, this is the first step. Okay, what must I show about the media? I must show how the media might enhance or contradict an individual sense of place. So this is the last step. Okay, so my step 1, I must show what did the media do using figure 1. Okay, and then from there I must show what does it lead to and how it then enhance or contradict a individual sense of place. Now let me recap quickly. You might want to refer to your CW7. What is sense of place? Sense of place, there's 2 M's. It is about the meaning people have of a certain place and maybe the memories they have that's attached to it as well. Okay, so basically when they have a sense of place, this place is different from them. So for example, your 3C classroom, okay, it has certain meaning and memories to you. It means something to you. You have a sense of place to there. Okay, and you hence it is a different classroom from maybe like the spare room or other rooms that you have not been to. Okay, many of you may not have not been to the staff room, so you have no sense of place of that place because there's no meaning, there's no memories for you. Okay, how do we acquire sense of place? I think Miss Razi has gone through this with you. If you want to use any of these points that I'm showing on the screen, you can pause it, okay, and refer to it. All right, but this is not the scope of the question. So this part of the notes is just telling us what is sense of place and how does one have sense of place of a certain location. Okay, after that, Miss Razi went on to talk about CW8. How do we represent sense of place? How do we display? How do we show other people the meaning we have of that place? Okay, so it can be published online, can be published onto books or murals and things like that. So we also, but then others, when they present their sense of place, their meaning of a place, it can affect our sense of place also. Okay, it can enhance, it may give us more meaning, more memories of we have of the place. Okay, or it can challenge what we know. Okay, making us is opposite of what we know, which then can make us weaken our sense of belonging or make us want to defend it. Okay, so like for example, Chongqing High Yishun. Okay, my sense of place of the school is only last year Sec 4 and 5 and my students this year. I don't have any memories. It means nothing to me. The students before that means nothing to me. Okay, but when other teachers share with me their sense of place about the previous batches, the stories they had in previous batches, it helps me have more ideas of what Chongqing High Yishun is like, and it strengthens the sense of place I have of this place. Okay, so you might want to use this to help you. Okay, so figure 1 talks about bomb alert, okay, security, fake things. So I want you to consider first step, okay, from figure 1. How did the media show Yishun what is the meaning. So what is, they have represented Yishun to be like what, to be what. Okay, so from that report, they have shown that Yishun is like what. Okay, is it a good place, is it a dangerous place, or what? Okay, so when people see this, I want you to choose a group. Is it the residents or is it other people? Okay, so when others, maybe I'll just demonstrate here. When the residents of Yishun see this, okay, what will happen? All right, is it similar, or is it new, or is it negative or different from what they already know? Okay, then you tell me, what does it lead to then? Is it this one or this one? Okay, can do. All right, now lastly, when we explain last part, when you explain something, we don't just copy from the question. Okay, like for example, when you explain to me how to get to North Point using a bus, you don't just say, oh, Mr. Law, when you see North Point, you just get off. All right, that's not a good explanation, right? Because I don't really know what North Point looks like. But if you tell me, Mr. Law, if you see a cinema, okay, with a Phoon Huat downstairs, all right, then the next building, the grey color building, there is McDonald's and there's Starbucks. That grey building is North Point. Once you see it, you step down, you alight the bus. Okay, so a good explanation, don't just copy the last step. They will break it down and also explain and describe it a little. So you don't just tell me enhance or contradict. Break it down. What does enhance? Sorry, this is the wrong notes. Break it down. Tell me, this is the wrong note, sorry. Okay, does it enhance means you must tell me, therefore does it strengthen the meaning and memories the residents have, or does it challenge the meaning or memories they have of the place? Okay, so use the broken down terms, don't just copy what's from the question. Okay, so this is how you get the 2 marks. Now next question, using example or examples, describe how synergies across precincts, neighborhoods, and towns can be achieved. Okay, so you must tell me, for example, 2 things, precinct with something in the neighborhood, okay, so you must give me 2 things that, within a precinct, what can be, within precinct and neighborhood, what is placed next to each other, or between neighborhood and town, what's placed next to each other, what are the things that create benefits. Okay, remember synergy means that it is when it's spatial association that leads to benefits. So what are the things that are placed near each other that leads to benefits? Okay, so the question asks you to use example, so you must name certain places and you're asked to describe it. So describe, just give me details. Okay, so for 2 marks, you just tell me when this and this is placed next to each other, it create these benefits. What's the benefit that it create? Okay, so since it's synergies, more than one, you need to provide 2 of them. All right, so maybe the first one, so when something is placed together from, is it precinct or neighborhood or town, is placed commonly found near something, okay, then it leads to benefits. What benefit does it lead to? Okay, then you describe the second one, same ideas. Right, 2 marks ready. Okay, next question, 2A, study the insert which shows Bangkit neighborhood in Singapore. So it's at the last page. Okay, why do we have a separate insert? Because sometimes the map is very big, all right, or sometimes as you go to Sec 4, there will be a separate section where we print everything in color, so that section is called insert. Okay, you're asked to describe means give details. Okay, give details of 3 differences between the 2 precincts for 3 marks. So 1 difference, 1 mark. Okay, now just to remind you, when you do this is from WA1 and WA2, common mistake. You cannot do this. If you say precinct 1 has A, has B, has C, okay, then you tell me precinct 2 has big A, has small b, has C. Okay, you cannot do this. What you're doing is just telling me what does precinct, you're just describing precinct 1 and describing precinct 2. That is not differences. Okay, you must do point by point. For example, precinct 1 has a precinct 2 has a bigger A than precinct 1. That's 1 mark. Okay, then maybe precinct 2 has more B than precinct 1. Okay, then similarity both have C, but that's not answering the question. Okay, so when you compare, describe differences, or when you compare, you must tell me point by point, like these are. If you tell me precinct 1 everything, precinct 2 everything, you are not answering the question. Okay, so observe 3 things. What does precinct 1 and 2 have that's different? Is it more of certain things, less of certain things, or what? Okay, next, identify. Identify means just give me the name. 2 spatial association. So what are 2 things that's commonly found in figure 2? So over here, what do you see that's commonly found close together? So just name me lah. Like for example, chicken rice stall and Malay rice stall. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm just giving you example of identifying. It's not shown in the map. Okay, so find 2 that's from the figure that's always found close to each other. 1 pair here, 1 pair here, then 2 marks. Alright, last question with reference to 1 pair. So I know you have discovered 2 pair from part 2. No need, just focus on 1 pair. Explain how they may enhance the everyday living of residents. The command word is explain. So must give me the steps again. Okay, so for 2 marks. So you must tell me what is the first step. Remember, you must unpack tell me what's the pair lah. Tell me more about the pair. And what does it lead to? Okay, and second mark, they're telling now, how does it enhance the everyday living of the residents? Okay, so if you tell me, oh, therefore the nature area become healthier, not answering question, because it's not about the residents. Okay, you tell me how you enhance the visitors, you're not answering the question asks about residents. Now let's unpack. We cannot just copy from the question, right? What do we mean by enhance everyday living? Alright, what is considered everyday living? Okay, if you tell me that, oh, their health will improve over time is not every day. Okay, so what are some things that affects your day-to-day life? Alright, think through. Okay, now some possible ones that some of your friends have shared. Some of them say that maybe it's more convenient. Okay, so maybe more convenient to convenience spelled wrongly, I'm so sorry. More convenient to meet needs, to buy food, okay, or transport, or meet needs, okay, or better able to meet needs, things like that. So you must be specific, okay, which part of the everyday life living has improved. Okay, so just these few questions. All the best. If you still have questions, please clarify with me after the lesson. Okay.